I'm Gy Waldron, and I've written a book called Twist of Time. Twist of Time is a romantic thriller. It's a love story about forbidden love. It also has murder, mayhem, and suspense. The story is driven by a legendary diary written in 1314 by a Templar Knight who was on a suicide mission. The diary was stolen from him and disappeared. Whenever the diary reappears, for the next 700 years, there are a series of murders. So you have a serial killing running 700 years. The diary has appeared again in Santa Barbara, where Thomas, an Anglican monk and a Celtic scholar, was to translate it. But the courier bringing the book to him was murdered and the diary stolen. Now Thomas and Kate, a hardened homicide detective, have to track down the diary and get it back in order to solve the murder. They decide that to solve the murder, they will follow Brycon's path through Europe, which will tell them why all these people were being killed. However, while this is going on, they're being tracked by two cartels who will do anything, murder, mayhem, whatever, to get their hands on the diary. The 1314 story deals with Brycon, the Templar Knight, and his partner, also a Templar Knight, named Ursus. Brycon and Ursus are trained in Templar warfare. Kate, the homicide detective, has come off a bitter divorce, and she has no faith in men. And Thomas, who's lived a very full life, he suddenly finds himself faced with a serious problem. He's a monk, and yet he's falling in love. And so that gives us an immediate conflict that is good for any love story. There's also a second love story involving the Templar Knight. He has fallen in love with a gypsy girl, which is, of course, forbidden love. So we have two interlocking love stories about forbidden love, one in the year 1314 and one contemporary story that takes place in Santa Barbara, in the United States, in Scotland, and in France. Twist of Time, for those who have read it, the critics who have read it, find that it's very fast-paced. And one of the reasons for this is I keep the scene short, and then we can get to the next one, and go to the next one, and go to the next one, so that the book tends to be like reading a movie. When you write for television, you end up doing a lot of things. I wrote for series. I wrote crime and recreation of crime. But I also created Dukes of Hazzard, which is about as far from the Templar Knights as you can get. To change to novels was absolutely liberating. I didn't have to worry about budgets, the number of people, where I went. If I wanted 100,000 men in a battle scene, I wrote it in. If I wanted to go to any continent, I went there, or any country. The other advantage was that in one-on-one scenes, there was no censorship. The diary is priceless, not only because of its age, but because of what it contains. There's a possibility, if you follow the lead in the diary, that there are multi-millions of dollars that have been hidden away in Europe or wherever. They do know that millions are involved. But there may be something else other than gold involved. And that's part of the mystery. What is everyone after? Why are two cartels willing to kill to get their hands on it? In addition to the two cartels is a multi-billionaire who's trying to get the diary at all costs. And he doesn't need the money, but he must get the diary. Why?